Okay, okay, okay. Um, Good afternoon, everyone. It's Dr. Betty speaking. My 60-day challenge per the request of a BFF of mine by way of South Carolina, Dr. Peggy Johnson, and of course her husband Bishop Johnson. I'm here. So I'm totally completely lost as to what day this is, but I promise you that I will complete this task no matter how many days it should take me. I have a milestone that I am reaching the beginning of April. That day when Maya Angelou was born, that day when Dr. Martin Luther King was killed, and I am determined to leave life legacies just as they have. So, again, this is Betty speaking, and I want to talk to you today about who do you need to forgive? You see, as I get older, and now I'm thinking, as I get younger, I'm thinking about all of those people that I need to forgive, those that have caused me hurt, pain, those negative Nancy's and no hope Bobs, and even some of the forget it Bettys. You know, we go through life when people do things to us or say things about us, and or even create things that are not true. So it's so easy just to forgive and keep moving. You know, as I continue to tether with those that are more like me, that I have the same mindset of, or we have likeness and that same mindset, you begin to realize that you are tethered with right people, people that are righteous and people that are have that forgiveness in their spirit, and you move on and continue to be a better person, and you continue to strive in your life. I tell you that just recently I I had to teach a young lady on how to ask for forgiveness based on something that she said and that she did, and she continuously said and did the same thing over and over and over again. And so when I called her to the carpet and asked her to tell the truth once more, she did. She said, "Well, the truth is." And I said, "Now we need to get all of these people that you have hurt or caused a pain to, and just ask them for forgiveness and see how it feels. It may be humiliating at first, but once you tell the truth and let go of that lie and tell it to them, because they are setting you aside. They are distancing themselves away from you as a result of something untrue that you were sharing with them." So she did. And they felt so much better after she conveyed the truth. And she felt so much better that now she doesn't have to tell the untruth about her situation. So that stops a lot of rumors, it stops a lot of chaos, and it begins to build a better person in who she is. And it was a lesson learned for her as well. I can remember someone texting, not calling, but sending me a text message and saying something to me that I was not even aware of. And I said to them, "I am sorry you feel this way, and I apologize for any sin that I may have caused you or any sins that I may have done that are unknown to me. I'm asking for forgiveness right now, and I pray that you can forgive me before I close my eyes tightly." So even if you don't know that you are sinning against someone, someone may perhaps be harboring something in their heart that is not even true, that you're unaware of. You can ask for forgiveness, especially if they're going to constantly send you text messages as opposed to, "Hey, can you give me a phone call so we can discuss something?" I'm that type of person. We have to talk about things and then come up with some sort of resolution. And if that doesn't work, then it's not meant to be. You just ask them for forgiveness and you keep moving, keep loving on them. That's like the bottom line up front. Continue to love on a person and not cause them any harm. Are you willing to forgive someone today? That's another deep question. Are you willing to forgive someone that has caused hurt or pain to you? Of course. Most of you know that I'm retired from the United States Army. So there are a lot of things that I've encountered, even in the military. Going to war. Are you serious? Don't even know some of the reasons why we're fighting. And I doubt if our counterparts know why we're at war. But you have to forgive. You have to forgive a person for their wrongdoing so that you can have a peaceful heart. And then one of the things I like to tell myself, go to the mirror, go to the nearest mirror, look into that mirror and say, I forgive you totally and unconditionally. You have to tell yourself that. You have to practice that in order to be able to share that forgiveness with someone else or ask them. Practice it by going into your mirror and say that I forgive you, totally forgive you, and unconditionally. And you will feel so much better. It will give you so much peace. And you can leave the situation knowing that you have done your part. I know that I'm supposed to be on here for 6 minutes, but I think I cheated the other day by staying on more than 6 minutes. But my word for you today, as I commemorate, as I celebrate, as I get ready to celebrate my life legacy, of 60 years. 60 years is such a milestone. So I want to share with you the word for today in order to experience a life change now is forgive. Forgive, just like Jesus did. The word tells us that we should forgive as far as the east is from the west. Don't close your eyes tightly, knowing that you haven't asked someone to forgive you. I was talking with another sister of mine. She said, you always come up with these words, these royalty words. When you speak to me, you always say, Her Majesty. So I'm asking you today, as you ask for forgiveness, you may also say, will you please pardon me? As you're walking down an aisle or you're trying to get to a seat, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. Be able to pardon someone for something that they've done to you, especially if you haven't discussed it with them. Someone also said, "Oh, I want to do Matthew 18 with you." Well, it goes far beyond Matthew 18. Even though you do that Matthew 18 with them, I mean, it goes. You have to read the entire scripture of Matthew 18 and then the rest of the Bible. So today, I walk away from you with my 60th, yes, 60th word for the day or celebration of the day, and ask that you ask someone to pardon you, to forgive you, or you do the forgiving. You do the pardoning. Life is too short. Do that and experience a life change now because there's no other way. Again, this is Dr. Betty Speaks. Thank you so much for tuning in to one of my 60-day challenges for 6 minutes and at six, somewhere in the six arena. Thank you, Dr. Peggy. Thank you so much for giving me this challenge, and I hope I'm meeting the challenge to your satisfaction. It is definitely rewarding for me. Thank you all.